Welcome to Front Door's new studio. Today we're talking to Brenda Howard, who is the chair of this year's Phoenix Heart Ball.
Good morning.
Good morning. Thanks for joining us today.
Thanks for having me.
Now the Heart Ball, which is coming up, supports the American Heart Association,
yes,
which does a lot of education and research for the heart. But there's one method that everyone can use to help the heart, and that is CPR.
Yes.
But things have changed.
Things have changed. It used to be you had to do mouth-to-mouth resuscitation and compressions, and now we have a new system where it's compression only, which I think a lot more people will be more willing to
save a life.
to save a life. But 450 people suffer from cardiac arrest every single day, and 90% of those people will die before they get to the hospital.
Okay.
So it's pretty important.
Right.
And a lot of people get nervous when they
they think there's like all these steps you have to do, and you got to do it right.
Exactly. And they forget, and people get nervous. And you remember this when you were a lifeguard, but you didn't, or when you studied it in Girl Scouts, but you don't remember exactly what you're supposed to do.
Right.
How often you're supposed to do it. And you're probably wondering, why is there this disco ball here?
Right. How did we get this and that?
Well, one of the things that we have found out is, if you could picture John Travolta walking down the street wearing that white suit to the music Staying Alive.
All right.
That is the beat that you were supposed to think about when you were doing your compression only.
Really?
Yes. And so now what you do is there is no more mouth-to-mouth. It is compression only CPR.
It does the same thing.
It does exactly the same thing, and by the massaging of the heart, we're getting the oxygen back to the heart, which is so important. Cardiac arrest is very different than having a heart attack.
Okay.
And
what is the difference? I mean,
what is the difference? Cardiac arrest happens when your electrical impulses get very, very rapid or get into a chaotic state. Whereas a heart attack is when the blood stops getting to your heart and really damages
so there's a blockage
the
with the heart attack.
Exactly.
Cardiac arrest is more just kind of like your heart just stops, right?
Your heart stops beating. And if we could get more people to jump and more bystanders to get involved, a lot more lives can be saved.
And no matter which one is happening, I mean,
no matter which one is happening,
this is still something. If they're not breathing,
this is something that everybody can do.
Okay.
Everybody can do.
And you have a kit here.
We have a kit here. This is a great kit. This is, do you remember the great big dolls that you had in school?
Yeah.
Well, this is our little doll.
More compact version.
More compact version. Comes in this kit. There's a bilingual DVD with complete instructions inside. And this kind of little portable kit.
Where can you get this?
You can get this from the American Heart Association.
Okay.
Heart.org. You can get a lot more information. And everybody should learn CPR.
Yeah.
You could save a life. Now, one of the things that I think is very important for everybody to know is that 90% of cardiac arrest happens in the home. So chances are you could be saving somebody that you love.
Your loved one. And you have only minutes to act.
Have only minutes to act. So nobody has an excuse not to get involved, not to learn cardiac arrest.
You know, and I read somewhere like 70% of people it's just a not knowing what to do. And that in itself,
not knowing what to do.
All those lives that
the thing is that nobody's safe.
Yeah.
Nobody's safe. It can come on a very healthy person, can go into cardiac arrest any day.
Right.
Any day. There could be no warning signs. It could just happen.
Now, if somebody feels, a sense of personal attachment to this issue of, heart health, the Phoenix Heart Ball that's coming up.
Yes.
Is it November? It's
November 22nd. I'm very proud to be the 55th Heart Ball chairman.
Wow.
Yes, the Heart Ball will be held at the Arizona Biltmore this year on Saturday, November 22nd.
And if anybody wants to purchase tickets?
PhoenixHeartBall.org.
Okay.
Or they can download our Heart Ball app at the...
You have an app?
We do.
Wow.
We have an app this year.
You're legit.
We are. We are. We're big time. We're big time. You can just go to the App Store and download the app. It's Heart Ball.
And I hear it's one of the biggest events of the year. Or it maybe is the
could be the
We'll talk about it later.
But it's definitely the best.
Definitely one of the best. Well,
you should be there.
Thank you, Brenda, for joining us today and sharing this valuable information. You can save a life and you can support heart health at the Phoenix Heart Ball.
Thank you.